kickoff as we get this game started. Return inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
You can make the play here. Just be patient. Just take it to him.
Leaves it with the running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might as well give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air, it's Jarvis. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That last completion sets him up on second down.
and quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understand the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take the knee, and his drive will start at the 25. The Mids offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season.
Defense comes up and he's headed the other way.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Go get the quarterback, D.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. They want to throw. Under fire. He's going to take off. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Takes the field eager to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. On the move. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Jarvis. Here's to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And lets it go. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They just keep firing. Using the quick game.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds. Makes the catch.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to throw.
Damn. That was a stupid fuck throw.
Looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try.
I can't, my fucking depth perception when it comes to that shit, I can't see it.
Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. And the midshipman offense making its way back.
Alright, now it's going to be a pass. Oh, no, they tricked my ass. Normally when they line up like that, it's either a pass or that option. This is a fucking run. Ooh, that was almost my ball.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got him downfield. He's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go, here we go.
Using his feet. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and
Horrible, horrible defense. To the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Rolls to the tight end.
They are on my ass now.
Hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes, but also be really physical. Tackle the catch and knock the ball away.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. They'll send the back in motion. The play action fake. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. They're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Off play action on first down. And his throw was able.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back.
I don't know how to keep my fucking... They just keep splitting my line. Like it's nothing.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Navy will have to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To throw, it's Jarvis. Bought a little time.
Bro, what the hell?
Too much on that one, just out of his reach.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. In the backfield, it's Strickland. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Read option left. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Defense gets it done this time, perhaps taking away a little of that bravado that this quarterback has shown running the ball.
And when you see it, you kind of get accustomed to it. You get used to the speed. You get used to the option and what you want to do to try to defend it and how to mix up the looks. Nice job mixing it up a little bit and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
He'll bring it back from inside the spot. He was looking for more running room.
We need to score this drive.
He stopped at the 23. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking for space. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
First.
And they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Unloads to the wideout. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game as a head coach.
They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and 1. Looking back. And the deflection by the defense brings out 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody walks.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. 1st and goal for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Jarvis. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. That was an absolute sledgehammer
Fuck.
drive. Just
I missed
taking
it.
the air out of the It's always great to get points on a drive, but it was the end to trying to get a touchdown this time around.
And then to get just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to come into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Following the run, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to
No fucking way. What do you say, baby? Okay, I love you. Bye, baby.
They got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Here they come, trying to convert it from the 28. Send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. It's Jones. Starts to scramble to the left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This drive with 6,
Has to get there to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run it until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive now out close to midfield. The speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
teamwork.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Leaves it with the back. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working down the field. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got his man on the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up and score.
Short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead in the
Let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Tatum.
Can you just pick him up by his feet? I have to piss.
Here comes the Navy offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
It's interesting. If I'm the defense, I've got the lead. They've been successful in the football.
Okay, that's pissed.
Defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Good solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second downs.
There you go. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about the press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on second and short. Here we go. They'll run the option. Now the bench. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll run the hot hand. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree with Jesse. But you see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football and make the play. That's why you put your hands there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Navy now in trouble here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He strikes down. He rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Running the red zone. Got some room. Touchdown, midshipman. And the comeback is on. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still...
You watching cartoons?
...get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off the play fake on first down. Off the throw. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. With the catch between. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it. They've completely...
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And that one did not work.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got now.
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football.
Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
326 is ass poo-poo shit. Fucking don't use it.
It's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short.
Spread it up. Play your position.
Got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Here comes the option.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They booted away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway.
No! Dude, that fucking...
Play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. 22 to 1. 22 to 1. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wide out. Over the middle. It's Hutchinson. And here they come. Almost all the way back. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. There's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. On the run, it's Strickland. He stops just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way with it. Ball down, and he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Jarvis. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And those are frustrating. I mean, you throw it to the open guy, you make the right decision, and the big fellow, Mr. Reliable, the tight ends, right? Like the security blanket over the middle of the field, just can't come up with the football.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Motion from the back. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Strickland. Running as he trucks his way to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28. In field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
To the ground. He's got to get it. Sticks with the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. We've been treated to an offensive clinic so far through 3 quarters as we take a look at the stats.
Marshall's in the top 25. What the hell?
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
Here we go.
Trying to and they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for the score. red zone opportunity. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Spots into the end zone for a touchdown.
That is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, pump the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Why do they just push like that? Just fucking.
Go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field.
There we go. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Right inside with the fullback. Stays him still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Spits it out to the back. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down for the air. Hit the marker. It's Clayton. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down.
No fucking way! No fucking way!
Just start flipping the script. They got a hold of those situations, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
No score zone right here. No score zone.
Sends it back in motion. That linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, that didn't work. Okay, he was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free. These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, then you go out and get the nice 1st down sack.
He is not going to get there. Stop short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty. 50 on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, and not before he picks up a first down for Navy. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Man, it's Tatum. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on second and short. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all on the same page. You can tell they're aware that's why they're doing.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Navy quick to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
To the air on first down. Looking downfield. It's a connection. Shipman made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The game as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
18! Cooler, 18!
Back to pass. It's Jarvis. Now rolling to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense lines up feeling awfully good. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. He brings his way in for the score.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work for them on that. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Was knocked out back at the 13. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier set. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the offense back onto the field.
Here we go!
The guy doesn't give it on the inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space to understand short yardage situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen.
Just steamrolling the defense. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. And touchdown late in this game.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Lost the throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rigby. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He wants a big play here late. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Navy will have to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics,
Finally, we won one. Finally. Look at that fucking Marshall out here.
That's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why
Can't do anything, only have 5 hours. Is that the only game I have? Alright, let's see what my rednecks are up to. We're gonna end this one? No, I'm gonna keep it going.
Got a great car, great team. Let's go execute.
Time to turn the intensity up.
Be smart, be tough. Let's go racing and be there at the end.
Good day, be in Victory Lane.
The after-checks are full speed, hammer down. Lead, you're going to have to earn it.
Hit this time.
Forward tires.
Forward fuel.
Drop it, go.
Air racing.
Stay side by side. Direction.
They get turned in the front of the field.
What a move, what a win.
Don't count out anybody. It is still that close.
Nobody wants it more than you.
It is showtime right now. Side by side.
The egos are on full display. What a wheel man, baby. Way to fight.
Nobody batting an eye. Nobody bailing out.
Stay locked in here.
Wait, and this one, and then start a new one. We're gonna do a little experiment.
Be ready now. Go. One up high. Inside. 3 wide. wide. Clear high if you want it. One low. One bottom. Clear all around. Clear low if you want it. Clear high if you want it. Three wide. Three wide. Clear high if you want it. One bottom. Clear, clear. One low. Clear inside. Clear. One outside. Inside. Clear low if you want it. Inside. All clear. That was your best lap ever, bud. Outside door. Clear high if you want it. Clear bottom. 10 to go. Outside now. Clear high. Clear up top.
I'm already over this. I want to go back to college football. I'm thinking about starting my own dynasty. I hate corporism. Hate it. I hate corporism. It's stupid. It just breaks your games. What's the reason for it? It doesn't work. It just breaks your shit.
It's in the game.
Alright, I'm gonna start my own dynasty.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster featuring more than 1,000 additional players, choose the active roster option. Or you can select the rosters from our original launch with a default roster option. Here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your set. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Time to figure out where on the coach. Now for the fun part. Here you'll create it. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations. It's time to sign your first.
Actually, I'm gonna turn on some music for this because it takes a minute and it's fucking boring without it.
I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need ya. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need ya. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I started a solo dynasty.
I'm going back to 5:05. If it's a 7-hour flight or a 45-minute drive, in my imagination you're waiting, lying on your side, with your hands between your thighs. Stop and wait a sec. When you look at me like that, my darling, what did you expect? I'd probably still adore you with your hands around my neck, or I did last time. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. And I just can't look, it's killing me and taking control. Jealousy turning snakes into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies.
It might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia, and San Francisco.
It's the price I pay. Cover your ears, chat.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. You can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. What you wish you had this year.
You're right, Dan. I've played for a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them was dynamic as these two right here. You're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing often. It's going to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive.
Short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Marshall will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Georgia's offense headed on to the court on our first look at them today. And they are well up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award, end of the year for the outstanding O-line. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
It's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
To the air. It's Stockton. Got room to work. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. The short wants to go up top for first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. 3:25. Running back switch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline. Call it again. Throw me the ball. I can go do this. I timed that so well. I'm surprised the running back actually held onto the football after that big hit. They are so lucky. Wow.
Coming out with it. It's Buffalo. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thunder and Herd offense coming up. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now see if they can be more productive this time around. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Can't fucking. This fucking crowd. I can't do fucking anything because they don't shut the fuck up.
This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back. It's stopped.
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pile and separation at the end of this first half. You can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it up. It's Robinson. Not a whole lot of room to a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the gun, wants to pass. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. Less than a yard to go for a first down. Remain on the field. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He's down at the 1, and they almost have a touchdown pass on that one. Let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Marks their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! Much needed by from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets it.
Are you fucking serious?
He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, returning to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But listen, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to play.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet,
Mother. Alright, we're restarting this game. I can't fucking handle this crowd screaming like this. It's so goddamn annoying. Why did my first game have to be away?
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to
The amount of people is fucking tearing up for praise.
Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 40-year sports college football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Kazaki and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Dogs have been waiting and waiting. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Powers the year before. You can build an offense on an elite tight end, and both of these schools have the speed, the playmaking ability. aggression. You take that. It's so tough. You win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hot-mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Fuck me.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering Hood offense coming out. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive. Instead, to give him a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that. But the defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. Decide to go for it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here and take the field. It's a fresh set of...
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. They're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Bringing the heat. Ball's in.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Finds enough room to get 30 after the 34. This ball is on the leash, and there it comes. He goes on third down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Marshall will be forced to punt. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets one.
Alright, I'm over football. I'm over